This 97 overall, wait a second, boys, let me change something. Yeah, we're back. Now, like I was saying, number one, the face cam is back on the channel, and number two, there's a 97 overall player who's likely in your binder right now, but you're probably using him incorrectly or might not be even using him at all. Now, SoulSailSift family, and welcome back to another Madden 24 video. Hope you watching this one are having a wonderful start to your day, and without further ado, let's get it cooking, let's get it started. Now, in this video, we're kind of in a weird time for Madden 24 Ultimate Team because the Season 4 Field Pass is coming to an end, the Genki Force Pass, the Playoff Pass, all this stuff is wrapping up rather soon. So with stuff kind of coming to an end right now, before a bunch of new content comes in this game, I've kind of got 4 random tips and tricks that I want to talk about. These are actually very random. Now, number one, like I said in the intro to this video, let's talk about the 97 overall player that's probably chilling in your binder or you might not be using correctly. Now, I actually got a comment on my video a couple days ago from a subscriber who said Ray Lewis played it out of position right outside linebacker becomes a 97. And boys, as you can see on the screen right here, Ray Lewis's card can get upgraded to a free 96 overall if you are at season level number 50. You got the tokens to get this man to a 96, but when you play this man at right outside linebacker, as you can see, he goes to a 97. And when I received that comment a couple days ago, I thought to myself, okay, that's cool, but that doesn't really change anything. All that's really going to do is bump up the overall of the card, which sure, that's all fine and dandy. I want to get my overall as high as possible, but this card doesn't really have any value to me at right outside linebacker because I was thinking, yeah, this is Ray Lewis. Obviously, I'm not going to be using this card as a pass rusher, but then once I took a look at the stats and I kind of removed the name from my head and just looked at the back of the card, I was like, damn, this could be a pass rusher. Now, number one, let me give you my reasoning as to why I think Ray Lewis can actually be an interesting edge rusher for you in this game. Number one, he's a 97 overall. Number two, I don't think he should necessarily be used as a user right now. He's got 94 speed, which to me is a little bit slow. He's also 6'1". I feel like there's a lot better users in this game right now, like this Ryan Neal card. Even this Eric Berry, to be fully honest, is probably a better user than Ray Lewis. He's got 95 speed, so he's literally faster right here. So I personally don't believe Ray Lewis as a middle linebacker is how you should be using him if your team is a high overall. Now, obviously, if you're like a 91, 92, and you got this Ray Lewis as a 96 overall middle linebacker, he's very, very solid. But if you're like me, you're at the 93 overall, the 94 overall, and maybe Ray Lewis wasn't even playing for you, I think he makes an interesting pass rusher when we just look at the stats. Now, number one, he's going to have 94 speed, 95 acceleration. That's awesome. He's got 92 block shed. That's not bad for a pass rusher. Take a look at some of the other edge rushers in this game, and that's comparable. Then next up, he's also got 92 strength, 95 tackling, 96 hit power. So those stats are very, very solid. But you're probably thinking, Swift, what are his power move? What are his finesse move? Because those have to be limiting. Well, boys, this card's got 91 power move, 80 finesse move. Take a look at some of the other cards I'm going to pop up on the screen right here. Their stats are very similar, and these are pass rushers that I'm thinking a lot of people probably use on their team. And even for me personally, I was using a card like Javon Curse, who's got very, very similar stats, and this Ray Lewis is free. So I think using Ray Lewis in a pass rusher role is an interesting decision to make on your team. This Javon Curse almost has identical stats. I would argue Ray Lewis is better in a lot of categories. Obviously, a little bit worse block shed and a little bit worse finesse move. But Ray Lewis, man, I think he makes for an interesting pass rusher. Basically the same height and the same weight as this Javon Curse player item. 94 speed is awesome. So I'm going to be testing this card as a pass rusher, and I urge you guys to maybe try the same. Now, obviously, if the experiment doesn't work, the experiment doesn't work. But that's the first tip I want to give you in this video to kind of bring some more value to a card who you might not have been using and who can go up to a 97 as a right outside linebacker. EA Sports is basically saying, yeah, this could be a god tier pass rusher. He's literally a better overall at right outside linebacker than he is at middle. Now, moving on to tip number two, before we talk about that, we're wearing the Underdog Fantasy shirt, and now that we got the face cam back, you better believe I'm hitting you guys with a sponsorship or a promo. It's not even really a sponsor. They're like the #1 partner of the channel, really one of my only sponsors for my entire YouTube career. Now, Underdog Fantasy, if you did not already know, is a place where you can make higher or lower player picks. On the screen right here are some of the picks I am rocking with for the games today. There's actually some pretty fun NBA action going on today. And if you want to make some picks for yourself, I'm going to leave Underdog link down below in the description. You basically click the higher or the lower on certain player projections, and depending on how many you get correct, you win cash. Now, if you sign up today using my promo code SWIFT, new users will get a De'Aaron Fox 0.5 yard sign. If he scores a point in his game later tonight, he's winning that, and that's what we call a free line. So if you want to check it out, I will leave Underdog linked in the description. Use that promo code, which is code SWIFT, and let's get back to the video. Now, tip number two, since I was traveling coming back home yesterday, I wasn't able to talk about this, but Division Dynasty number 2 is in the game, and really there's not a lot of advice I have for you guys, but number 1 is just to get up to tier number 30 in these solo challenges. For a lot of people watching this video, you're probably thinking, yeah, these solos aren't worth playing, but boys, I would say getting to tier 1 and 30 stars is worth it. Now, how do you achieve that? Well, you gotta play through the AFC East and the AFC North solos. You can really play through any of them, to be honest. You gotta play through 2 of these sequences though to get up to 30 stars. Do them on max stars. It's probably only gonna take you about 15 minutes, and you're gonna get a 91 OVR Division Dynasty fantasy pack, which is what we're gonna be opening up right here. Really pick any card, it's not gonna matter. I'm gonna go through and take the Cameron Jordan, my boy on the Saints. We got Cam Levels Jordan. I actually met him when I was in Vegas for the second time. Unfortunately, he didn't remember me, but right here we're making 36,000 coins, and we're only spending about 15 minutes of solos. This is a must if you're low on coins. Even if you got a lot of coins, super worth it. To buy Madden 24 coins for the cheapest price on the internet, check out MMOEXP by clicking the link in the description and use promo code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Tip number 3, before we talk about that, if you are not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, I'm going to give a quick plug right here. Be sure to scroll down and hit that red subscribe button if you don't want to miss out on more Madden tips and tricks. I post tips and tricks every single day, so if you like this video and you don't want to miss out on more, it's optional, but hit that sub button. It's not really going to change much for you other than show you my videos more frequently. It's absolutely free as well, and you can unsub at any time if you're not enjoying the content. Now, tip number 3 is to go through and spend these Genki 4 stars, boys. For a lot of people watching this video, you probably have a couple hundred, maybe straggler stars, and that's exactly the situation I'm in. Now, with the Genki Force promo ending in just a couple of days, you're going to want to spend these stars before they convert. So for me personally, I'm opening up the 93 overall BND fantasy pack right here. The only reason why I'm opening this is basically just to get a filler card for my team. It only costs 120 stars, and I do kind of want like a 93 overall mid linebacker. I think probably some of the best picks though are offensive line. If you don't have this 93 Mark Lewinsky, I would pick him. He's a nice free right guard. There's also, I believe, a free right tackle in here. Yeah, this free right tackle, Taylor Moton. So you should be using this as a way to kind of like build up your overall, as well as just like build up some of the positions that you don't want to spend coins on. So for us, I already picked a BND right tackle out of this pack earlier when I got one from Field Pass. Now we're getting the mid linebacker just to kind of bump up my team. And then we also still have 170 stars remaining. So I'm going to go through and just open up the 89 plus overall pack right here. See if we can pull something good. Not expecting to really do anything that amazing, but I want to go through here and spend these stars before it's too late. We only pull an 89, so that's not amazing, but that's still going to make us like 16k. We'll take it, not bad. Now, one other tip I want to give you in this video is talking about a player that I think you guys should buy on your team. Now, I put out a tweet earlier today and I was like, you know what? This one card, who I'm going to show you in a second, is still the best player on my team. And you might be thinking, Swift, who is that? It's actually going to be 95 overall Doug Williams. Now, Doug Williams isn't selling for a ton of coins, and I'm just kind of throwing this tip in at the end of the video because I want people to know how good this player is. He's a name that I feel like isn't necessarily super popular amongst NFL fans. Obviously, OG NFL fans will know him, but I feel like he's not talked about a ton recently. But this Doug Williams, bro, is ridiculous. Now, here's my 60-second elevator pitch as to why you should get this card. Number 1, the speed's a 92. The throw power is easily boostable to a 99. So the 2 most important stats on a quarterback, they are amazing. Number 2, he gets the fastest release in this game. That's incredible. And number 3, abilities. You're probably thinking that's super important for a quarterback. Well, boys, he's going to get Gunslinger for 2, Set Feet Lead for 4, and Hot Route Master for 1. Count it up. That is 7 AP for the 3 best abilities in this game for a quarterback. You still have 1 AP to play with. You still have 1 AP of wiggle room. That's going to do it for me. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And until next time, I'm out, boys. Peace.